Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there lived an old fisherman. The old fisherman spent his days catching just enough to eat so that he and his wife could live to see the next day. One day, the old fisherman landed in a fishing hole he had never seen before, and when he cast his lure into the waters of the ocean, something miraculous happened. He caught a fish, a really big one. The fish tugged and pulled and tugged and pulled to make good his escape, but the old man persisted. You see, the fish that caught on the old fisherman's line was not just any old fish. It was a golden fish. Now, the golden fish has the power to grant a person anything they ask for. Not wanting to die, the golden fish offered the old man a bargain. If the fisherman agreed to set him free, the golden fish would grant the old man anything he desired. Well, this fisherman is old and poor, but he's surprisingly content with his life. He thought about it for a long time, but he couldn't come up with a single thing he wanted. So he let the fish go and asked for nothing in return. The golden fish gleefully returned to the sea, and the old man hurried home to share this incredible encounter with his wife. Meanwhile, the old fisherman's wife sat in their shabby outdoor kitchen awaiting her husband. It was her job to clean and cook the old man's catch, so they could both stave off death for just one more day. When the old fisherman returned, without so much as a single fish, the old woman was livid.
Old man, you mean to tell me this fish would have given you anything you wanted, and you asked for nothing? Just look at the way we live. This old hut doesn't even have a proper wash tub. It's been broken forever. You could have at least asked that damn fish for a new wash tub.
The old man had to admit his wife was right, so off he went back to the sea to ask the golden fish for a brand new wash tub. By the time the fisherman got back to his hut, the wish had already been granted. The couple now had a beautiful new wash tub to enjoy. But once his wife had a small taste of luxury, she only wanted more. She cast her gaze around her hut, and everywhere it landed she suddenly remembered something else she wanted. The old man returned to the golden fish again and again, with new demands from his wife. It was never enough for her. She wanted a fine house with all of the accoutrements. Then she wanted to become a noblewoman. And when that still wasn't enough, the old fisherman's wife demanded she be made ruler of the world, with dominion over everything, including the golden fish. The old man returned to the sea one last time. With great reluctance, he made known to the fish his wife's desire to rule over everything, including the golden fish. The golden fish listened to the old man without saying anything. Then he vanished into the sea, never to be heard from again. Upon his return home, the fisherman found his wife sitting in front of their old hut. Beside her sat the old broken wash tub.
That's terrible.
I didn't mean to upset you.
I'm not upset. It's just, in my world we have a similar story. It is told so that we may never forget the dangers of greed. Isn't that what you're doing with these machines? Demanding more and more?
We're not demanding anything. We're pushing the boundaries of knowledge to help society grow. Without technology and innovation, our world would remain stagnant.
But when is it enough?
I don't think that's the right question. It's the job of every generation to add to the sum of knowledge about the world we live in. It's been that way since the first caveman learned how to build a fire. The old woman in the story just sits back and expects a magic fish to do everything for her. She doesn't learn anything, and she certainly hasn't sacrificed anything. Worst of all, she is selfish. It's all about her. Our knowledge of AI has been hard-won. We worked for it, and we are doing this for the benefit of future generations. As far as I'm concerned, the real question is, how much more can we learn and innovate in our lifetime?
It seems to me that if I use your technology to get my world back, I would be doing the same thing as the old woman, demanding the golden fish grant me a wish.
What's the alternative? Would you allow your grandmother's suffering to be in vain? Not to mention all the other innocent people who live in your village? Are you willing to let the wolf destroy everything your people have built?
How do I know this is the right path?
I don't know about your world, but in ours, technology and innovation has always meant the difference between being the conqueror and the conquered. If given a choice, I know which side I'd rather be on.
Those aren't the only choices. Our village has lived in harmony with our neighbors for the last 100 years. We haven't needed to conquer anyone. We don't want to live that way.
I'm not suggesting that you do. I'm just saying that keeping on top of the latest technology is a great deterrent against those with evil intentions like the big bad wolf.
But what if this technology falls into the wrong hands?
There is nothing inherently destructive about AI. With the right guidance, it can be a powerful tool for good. We can't stop progress because of a few bad apples. We just have to prevent misuse.
You have wolves.
Not like yours. Red, wait! Guys, I need some help over here. She heard a wolf howl and went crazy. I told her it wouldn't come by the fire, but she just ran into the trees.
Why didn't she do her disappearing thing?
I don't know.
Let's go find her.
In the dark of the night, Red ran to escape the wolf's howl, but she couldn't run fast enough to escape the terrible memories. Wolf was here. Her heart beat wildly. Her breath came in short gasps. She had to escape. Suddenly, the wolf was behind her. Her legs buckled, but she kept running. Wolf was here. There was no escape. He landed on top of her. And Red sank to the ground. The siblings rushed in. Just a moment too late.